Hi there, I'm Rex King. Welcome back to Monday Night Movie. Today we're talking about another Best Picture winner, An American in Paris. An American in Paris was released in 1951 and was directed by Vincent Minnelli. It stars Gene Kelly as Jerry, a struggling artist in Paris, until one day he meets this woman named Milo, who's a rich woman who wants to sponsor him as a painter. She also has feelings towards him. However, he ends up developing feelings towards another girl named Lisa, played by Leslie Caron, who's in a relationship with this guy named Henri, a famous singer in Paris, who's played by George Guttari. I apologize if I mispronounced that name. This film was released in 1951 to high praise. It did really well at the box office, and as I said earlier, it won Best Picture, along with several other awards. Does the film still hold up? Yes and no. Let's start with the positives. And the positives is Gene Kelly. I know I don't have to go into why Gene Kelly is awesome, but he's awesome. He's a workhorse. He's the reason why this movie's probably as successful as it is. He did all the choreography. He did a lot to make this movie really great, including discovering Leslie Caron, who plays Lisa, who's also pretty good in the movie. And honestly, that's what makes this work, is the actors. All the actors are doing a fantastic job with the characters they're given. And the writing's not terrible, but it does feel a little rushed at times, and feels like there's some things glanced over. Also, it doesn't really feel like there's an antagonist. I guess you could say Milo's a little bit of an antagonist, but she's not evil. She's in love with Gene Kelly's character. And it's just, I don't feel any tension in the movie. Don't get me wrong, this movie doesn't need a ton of tension, but I don't really feel like the characters are in a struggle of any type. I feel like the characters could get together at any time, and to be honest, spoiler alert, they do get together at the end of the movie, and without much resistance from either Henri or Milo. So it just feels a little superfluous at times. But the big issue is, honestly, this movie is mainly spectacle. And that's where we get into both the issues and the positives. Because what spectacle we get in this movie is absolutely amazing. The music, the dance, all of it is amazing. However, when 17 minutes at the end of your film are donated to just a ballet that doesn't really add anything to the story, you have to ask, was it really necessary? And I come to the conclusion, no. But if it wasn't spectacle, it wouldn't have won Best Picture, especially back in the 1950s. So, I get why it's spectacle. I just wish the story held up better on its own without that spectacle. Again, a lot of the song and dance numbers in this movie I like. I really enjoy them, and I enjoy Gene Kelly's dancing in this film. I really enjoy Gene Kelly in most things that I've seen him in. But at the end of the day, I have to judge this movie entirely as a whole, and whether or not it was a compelling story with compelling characters, which it did have the compelling character, but the story lacks. And they know that because they put 20 minutes donated to a ballet that adds nothing. But I feel like it could have been fixed, and I don't usually say what I would have done in these films because I'm not a director, I'm not a writer, I'm a critic talking to a few dozen people on the internet. So I don't usually talk about what I would have done. But in this case, what I would have done is at the end of the movie, we have the situation where everyone has their emotions laid bare. Lisa has revealed to Henri that she's in love with the main character, and Henri and Lisa go off in a car, and by the end of the 17-minute ballet that just kind of happens, they come back and she goes to the main character. I feel like it would have been better if we just had them have a conversation. I mean, I don't think it would have added tension, but it would have been more interesting. Sure, it probably would have shortened your runtime a little bit, but I still think it would have made for a more interesting film. Again, I'm not a director, I'm not a writer, and this film did win Best Picture, so what do I know? But in the end, I still enjoy this film for what it is. It's good spectacle. I give it a 6 out of 10. Now, I have the Blu-ray copy, and to be honest, if you're looking for a copy, I recommend the Blu-ray. The commentary's pretty interesting. It has a good making of, with multi-part documentaries. It has a lot of good radio interviews. I really enjoy this Blu-ray, and I think the colors pop out a lot better than they do on the DVD. So if you're looking for a copy, definitely pick up the Blu-ray copy over the DVD copy because it has a lot of cool things to it. Anyway, that's what I thought about An American in Paris. What did you think if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Well, next week I have a little bit of a change of pace. Shaft. See you next time.